Welcome to session 5. The first thing we're going to learn is another C major scale pattern. As we know, we already know C major scale pattern number 1, pattern number 2 and pattern number 3, as well as our chromatic scale going across the 2 strings there. So we've got quite a bit of scale repertoire developing there already. What we want to be doing is practicing those scales about 10 to 15 to 20 times every day, and they will really start building up on the left hand strength, technique, making sure we use the tips of the fingers, and everything will be starting to get nice and accurate there. They really are the crux of your practice. They should be the first thing you do and the last thing you do, the warm up and the warm down, and they will get things really rolling along nicely. Anyway, let's go and learn C major scale pattern number 4. It's in the 7th position, which means our first finger takes any notes on the 7th fret, second finger on the 8th, third finger on the 9th fret, and fourth finger on the 10th. Now we're starting off with our lowest root note, which is a C, which is on the 8th fret of the 8th fret 6th string. That's our C note there. We've got a whole step to D on the 10th fret. Then we've got a whole step to E on the 7th fret of the 5th string. Then a half step to the F note on the 8th fret of the 5th string. Then a whole step to the 10th fret. Then skip strings across to the 4th. We go to the A note on the 7th fret. Whole step to B. Half step to C. Then we have a whole step up there to the D note on the 7th fret of the 3rd string. Then we have a whole step to the E note. Then a half step to F. Then a whole step to the G note, which is on the 8th fret of the 2nd string. Then a whole step to the A note. Then a whole step to B, which is on the 7th fret of the 1st string. A half step to C. And then up to the D note as well. So ascending from there, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and D. So this is a nice easy scale. All the fingers stay within their allotted frets. There's no stretching the first finger back or the fourth finger out there. It stays in nice and central. So we ascend. And then we descend as well. And we go to the low B on the 7th fret of the 6th string. And then return to the lowest root note, which is a C on the 8th fret. So let's try that scale now at a nice easy pace there. That's C major scale pattern number 4. One more time at more of a reasonable sort of a pace. C major scale pattern number 4. So you're going to have 5 different scales which constitute your warm-up and your practice there. The chromatic scale across 2 strings, C major scale pattern number 1, pattern number 2, pattern number 3, and now pattern number 4 as well.